What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Madden 15 commentary. Do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter, shutdown safety is my username. Here you say the play at speed. This is going to be the first of two videos this week that deal specifically with Madden 15 defensive back wide receiver interactions that speak particularly to the Madden 16 improvements that have been touted. This one is going to focus on player involvement and reactions to the pass after it's been thrown from a defensive back and wide receiver standpoint. The next will be the way the ball is kind of tethered and the pass trajectory changes once it's going to actually be caught. Now, both of these impact realism in a different way, but both examples are very clear. So let's just take a look at Jay Cutler throwing this pass to Martellus Bennett. The interesting thing here is Pryor is the safety actually covering the receiver on the left-hand side of the screen. Now, in my opinion, the way passes are construed in this game, there's only certain players that know the ball is there. Other players really don't have any impact in the play. A great example that you could think of in this would be, when's the last time you overthrew a receiver in Madden and the ball hit the ground? It doesn't happen all that often. It seems like it's always tethered to one player. So even though Pryor is right in front of Bennett as he goes to catch this pass, because the game doesn't register to anyone other than Davis and Bennett that the ball has been thrown and that's the intended target, he can't do anything in the play. Now, the ball's actually not even been caught yet is the interesting thing. As the pass comes in, right now, it's really starting to catch animation. And just look at where Pryor is in this example. I mean, if this is real life, we're talking about a player being cut. We're talking about probably a poster for eternity of a player making a catch. And the intriguing thing is just how out of position and irrational the decisions the defensive back is making. He actually looks like he's starting to read Cutler, which is okay. He's going into his zone, and then all of a sudden his focus shifts to Morgan. Now, Morgan, you can tell, is his actual coverage assignment. And whether we're talking zone or man, there's no real reason to have something like this happen. He waits till Morgan gets to the edge, basically, of the end zone. He stares at him, and then he starts backing into the play as Morgan runs towards him. So it's not as if he's actually covering Morgan more effectively or backing in to a zone where Bennett would be crossing. He's actually just becoming non-existent in the play. Now, the other part of this that I find striking is the interactions afterwards. I mean, basically, Bennett goes down, points to the sky as if, this is going to be, thank you so much for that blown coverage. Pryor basically gets up on his knees. They have a little meeting of the minds here where I'm sure Bennett is like, really, I can't believe you just let me catch that right over you. And then he does this little hand gesture, which we won't spend too much time talking about, but also the procedural awareness of Jay Cutler. Now, this again is an animation-driven situation. So after the pass is thrown, Cutler gets hit by Cobles. Now, he continues an animation, which you can clearly see depicts the ball still being in his opposite arm. So as he's clumsily falling, he hits the ground, he looks up, he's never once went over and looked at Martellus Bennett to see if this was a catch or what's occurred. He basically gets up, does a hop like a rabbit, and puts his hands on his head. To me, there's a whole lot of immersion lost in situations like these. I'd love to know your opinions on it. I appreciate you checking this video out. Tomorrow, myself and Neil Bauer should have a video up with exclusive information about Access Football. I hope you guys check that out. And as always, I appreciate you watching this video.